The Studi is a beauty that is different by design. Up front.
Hey everybody, Kyle here again at the Studebaker National Museum. I am here in the small collections room in the basement, bringing you some other, I think, really cool pieces in our collection. So welcome. So these three paintings on either side of me here are part of our art collection, and we don't really talk a whole lot about the artwork here in the collection, but it's a substantial part of our collection. Everything from portraiture to some landscapes featuring vehicles to concept sketches for vehicles. We have quite a few large pieces of artwork. And I wanted to focus today on these few pieces by the same artist who you actually have probably seen his work before but may not have known who it was. It's a gentleman by the name of Frederic Tellander. Tellander actually lived quite a long time. He was born in 1878, didn't die till the 1970s, so saw a lot. So he actually was a self-taught artist born in Illinois. Lived in Chicago for many years. Pretty well known for his scenes, views of Chicago earlier in the 20th century and Paris. He painted in Paris quite a bit. But he also, as is pretty clear with these, worked as a commercial artist, namely for Studebaker for many years. So these two pieces on the top here are both advertisements. Painted in the 1920s. These are both featuring the 1927 Big Six. So you would have seen colored copies of these, right? Advertisements in different magazines and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, they're beautiful examples of advertisements from the time. And so he was a very big fan of sort of these whimsical scenes, quasi-historical sort of events, sort of epic adventure, very colorful, big dramatic scenery. And both of these are kind of evoking sort of this classic or neoclassic sort of scenery with the big sculptural elements behind this car. In this one we see Atalanta, who you might know from Studebaker history, the Greek huntress. There's this sort of scene behind her with a lot of spectators and Greek buildings. So again, it's sort of trying to evoke the power and the story and the performance of these vehicles, right? Kind of bringing all these things together. So an effective, I think, fantastical, but effective way to kind of promote and sell your product. So again, really, really beautiful pieces here. The actual ad text would have gone in the blank field right here in that white field. Below, near the ground here, another example of Tellander's work. This is an M-Series panel truck from a few years later. Again, he was well known for painting Studebaker vehicles kind of in situ. This is a nice rural scene outside a barn with a farmer and his truck, and they sort of appeared in different advertisements as well. And we should mention that Tellander also did quite a bit of work for Studebaker during World War II. So if you've seen the US-6 truck or images of the B-17 bomber in flight, of course Studebaker built the Wright Cyclone engines for the B-17. Those were likely Tellander, and they appeared quite a bit in World War II era advertisements. So just a very prolific artist. We're lucky to have these pieces in the collection, and I hope you get a chance to see them in person one day. Thanks for joining us.
Studebaker is different by design.